broken clock is right twice a day. Like every once in a while, I say some shit like, "Yeah, you right," but then 90% of it, sorry.
There you go. Hey, what's up, everybody? It's your girl, Pink Lee, the host of the Ranting Raving Podcast. Today, I have a very special guest with me.
Hi, I'm REEF the Lost Cauze.
REEF the Lost Cauze. Let them know a little bit about who you are and what you do if they don't know.
Oh, yeah. I'm a MC, born and raised West Philadelphia. I'm a father. I am a husband. I am a activist. I am a, just human being doing a whole lot of stuff, trying to figure it out and be a good man along the way.
That's what's up. Mm-hmm. That's a great, I don't know if we've had a better intro yet. That's amazing. I like when you said that you're just a person trying to be the best man, because I feel like that's where everyone should be, like just trying to be the best person. Like, no, we're not perfect, and no, we don't just like get better overnight, be perfect overnight, but we do make the effort, and it's important to acknowledge when effort's being made, right?
Listen, I applaud everybody out here trying, because it's rough. For all of us.
Yeah, it really is. We got to stick together. Mm-hmm. Speaking of being the best people we can be, we're going to go right into words of wisdom. As you guys know, we're taking a small break. We'll be back in January with brand new episodes, but you guys can check out episode 92 as of right now on Hi Pink Lee, the YouTube page, Pink Lee with 2 Ks. But today we're going to get into episode 18, taking it back, and the episode was control your emotions. No, it was emotions are contagious. Mm-hmm. That's what it was. It was emotions are contagious, and emotions are contagious. We have to understand how contagious they are. We have to understand that if we're in a bad mood and we have a negative attitude and we're kind of just like sulking, that's affecting everyone around us. And sometimes it's hard for us to think about, the fact that the way we feel is making other people feel differently, but it does. It's a transfer of energy, because we know that energy is always transferred. It's never destroyed. So we're just transferring all that negativity to the next person that we say that we care about, right? So we have to be more aware of that. And also happiness. Happiness is also a contagious energy, right? So when we're happy and we're spreading that joy and that genuine just like light that we have for life, and we're just so happy and excited, that sort of thing can also be transferred. So make sure that we are transferring the right energies. But do you have any experience with this, Reef? Do you have
Oh man, I mean, I experience it pretty much every day with my family. I have 3 children and a wife, so depending on who's in a bad mood, it can ripple through the whole house.
Yes.
You know what I mean? To the point where, the last record I put out, I actually wrote a song about me trying to be better with my emotions because of the way I grew up, the way my wife grew up. We come from that era where everybody just kind of screamed. It was just like, I look back on it now, it was terror. It was terror.
Literally.
And so I know for a fact that if I walk in the door, if I've had a bad day, I have to like sit down on the stoop, for a few minutes, gather myself. And sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But just being conscious, like you said earlier, being aware of when the effort's being made. I do make the effort. I know my wife does too. And I also think, my kids, they're innocent in it, but they have that power too, even at this young age, to be, if they're feeling moody or upset, it can change the whole,
Absolutely.
So I definitely understand emotions being contagious.
Yeah, I feel like you feel it even more just like in your household. So that was a great example, because that's like where you are, what I mean, majority of the time, where you feel most comfortable. Sure.
And in real life, in my interactions, moving around in music and wherever else I'm at, you could definitely have people that can just, what we call vibe killers, you know what I mean?
Yes.
Vibe killers, or vibe uplifters, like you said, people that come in like with that infectious energy, smiles, it can change the whole. How do you want to present? How do you want to be? Do you want to be somebody that brings it down, or you want to be somebody that brings it up?
That's true. That literally is true, and that goes down to how you feel about yourself as a person, and how you choose what you choose to do, right? But you guys let us know in the comments. Do you guys have any experience with emotions being contagious and stuff like that? Let us know, because we would love to hear from you. We love to hear what you think and your experiences. So let us know. So today, the first and foremost, let me give a shout out to Pink Drinks. Pink Drinks in the building. We have the tequila red and the Code Green. Lean. You can see I've been sipping on the acoustic Moscato because I don't make it often, but I do love that acoustic Moscato. You guys know where to get it. PINKKDRINKKS on Instagram. You're more than feel free to take whichever you choose.
You talking to me?
Yeah. Okay. He's going with the tequila, y'all.
Woo! I had some of these. I had
Open Vibe, right? Yeah, I think everybody was.
Shout out the book. I had this at the Open Vibe event a couple months back.
Yeah.
And man, I tell you. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, everybody was lit. That was the night where everybody left on Lean. That was a fun night.
That was a great night.
That was so good. But you guys know where you guys can order at Pink Drinks on Instagram. Click that order form or hit me with a DM, or you guys can email at bookbypinklee. So today we have I was dying to say this. We have a very, very special episode, right? This is something a little bit out of the ordinary that I've been dying to do. I've been dying to do a themed out episode, right? And so today we are doing a hip hop themed out episode. I got my Nas shirt on, and y'all know I'm really just showing, I'm just showing so much love because I'm sweating, I'm hot, and I know y'all gonna see it, so we just gonna acknowledge it. We're gonna get it out the way right now. I don't need you in the comments say, oh yeah, I know I'm hot. I know, but I had to rap. You know what I mean? We're doing a hip hop episode, so I had to get. I had to come in character. So, we're gonna have 3 different segments. So our first segment is hip hop trivia. Our second segment is finish that bar, and our third segment is hip hop beef. And and hip hop beef is based off who do you think won?
Oh, okay.
Right. And so this should get interesting. Yeah. We're gonna put Reef to the test. We're gonna put myself to the test. But this should be a fun episode. So we're gonna get started. I'm gonna let Reef go first for the hip hop trivia, and you don't have to pick from the top. You can pick from anywhere.
I'll keep it simple. I'll pick from the top.
Okay.
All right. Now, am I asking you this?
So you're pretty much asking. I know the answer.
You already know. I
do know the answer, but I didn't write them down.
I got you.
Right? So it's like, do I remember them? So that's the fun of it.
That's the fun part.
That's the fun part.
Let's see what we remember. I do that every day. Yeah, I do that every day. Let's see what I remember what I said last night. All right. Who was told to focus on producing instead of rapping, but later became in many people's top 10 for both talents? Used to love this guy. I'm gonna go Kanye.
Oh wow! Yes. Okay. Yeah. That was super good. All right.
Name 4 people Drake had beef with. Man, I will say, and people may surprise people that because I'm Mr. Hip Hop. I really like Drake, and I feel terrible with what happened to him.
Oh, poor guy.
I don't think he's. Once you make somebody, it's one thing to beat somebody lyrically, but when you make it so that people just don't even think you're cool at all,
that is sad.
He kind of did that to himself.
He thrives off of that too. Yeah.
So I know he had beef obviously with Kendrick, Future, Metro Boomin, and Ross. That's 4. That's 4 recent ones too. That's good. Because he did have beef with a lot of people before that.
Beef with 12,000 people. They just didn't
like Bull, man. They just didn't like Bull, man.
I kind of do. Sometimes I feel bad for Drake, but sometimes I don't.
Right. And that's
when I do feel bad, it does kind of suck that your whole thing is being cool. You keep trying to paint your nails and do all this. Please, I'm cool. Please, I'm cool. And nobody cares anymore.
That last verse about being a colonizer, I just whew.
It's
hard to beat that one. Okay. Name all the members of the Wu-Tang Clan. From the slums of Shaolin. RZA, the Jizza, Old Dirty, Inspector Deck, Raekwon the Chef, U-God, Ghostface Killer, and METHOD. Man, you can throw Capadon in there if you need to. But that's I guess he would be the 9th member. Right? We can run it back again?
Yeah.
The RZA, the Jizza, Old Dirty Bastard, Inspector Deck, Raekwon the Chef, U-God, Ghostface Killer, and the Method Man. Now, that's...
you had an honorable mention, right?
Capadon.
Yeah.
That's all, right? I feel like... Yeah.
And if it's not, then...
I left Deck out that
somebody
first
let
go
us
round.
know.
I left Deck out that first go round.
Okay.
Somebody gonna be like, what about Sons of Man? What about Killer Army? Shaheem? No.
All right, these are the members, not the cousin members, not the little. Yeah, this
I
is
can't
the
tell you in
members.
my life in travels how many dudes because they I slept in RZA's basement one time, or you know what I mean. I booked a show with I wear the jacket. I'm part of the Wu Army. All right, last one for the trivia. In 1995, Bad Boy Records and Death Row Records got into a verbal physical altercation at what award show? It was the Source Awards.
Source Awards.
Yes, Source
Man,
Awards.
you got all of them.
I was about to make a joke, but I couldn't think of another award show that would have made sense. Soul Train, maybe, BET.
Yeah, there was it's different ones.
Cable Ace.
That's in.
Yeah.
So I think the Source, I didn't think you were going to get that because I feel like I kept thinking it was Vibe or something else.
Oh, that's real. That's real.
Yeah.
That's real.
I feel like also, all right,
it's so on the nose that it was at the Source Awards. It's it's too perfect.
Right. And then it's I don't know. I just always feel like if I was there in that situation, I wonder what everyone was thinking because it's such a different time. I feel like 2024, you're almost expecting something crazy to happen when you're outside. But you're in the 90s. You're thinking everything is still cool. Houses are still affordable. The economy hasn't, the economy hasn't gone crazy yet. Life is simple.
Yeah, no, not for rap. That's actually when it was people were dying. I mean, think about
legit, right?
Bad Boy in context of today, all the stuff that we didn't realize was happening. It was wicked.
Yeah, especially with Diddy. We didn't know what was going on. We had no idea. We had no clue.
Evil times. Yeah.
Now we got 1,000 bottles of baby oil. It's crazy. Was he always this well prepared with the baby oil? Even back then, I wonder.
Listen,
maybe he had it on deck.
Dude never came across to me as a mild mannered. I could definitely see him.
He's crazy.
Yeah, he's insane. He's insane.
Yeah.
I think you have to be to get where he's at, but unfortunately, you don't have to hurt people too. You know what I mean?
Right.
And that's where we kind of
He literally just said today, if they give him bail, that he won't have any female company. That was so crazy to say. Please let me out. I won't have any female company.
No, we're not even letting you out, bro. You too wild. Yeah.
It's so crazy the impact he had, though. For you to be this crazy, almost demonically possessed, in that way, and it's so crazy. It's you had the 90s on lock. How did it? And then it makes me think of how many other people, because there's so many people now stepping down. I'm sorry guys, we segmented. We just segued. But there's so many people stepping down from positions of power and all these labels. Have you heard of that lately?
I saw a mass exodus. I did. I've been keeping my eye, but that whole world, that whole thing is for a long, long time, people were able to just kind of do what they wanted, and we're seeing a reckoning in the music business, entertainment. And I mean, look, if you ain't got nothing to hide, I was always taught you ain't got nothing to worry about, right?
Yeah, right.
So
right.
We'll see.
They stepping down, they getting out the way. So let me just get out the way.
He about the Nino Brown situation. He gonna be like, I'm taking all y'all down with me.
Right,
you know what I mean?
right.
Ms. Hawkins, you know what I mean? Yeah. It was
really.
Kareem Akbar, the brother from the bank. You know what I mean? He gonna be pointing out all them dudes, man. Jay better be careful. I think Jay might, you know what I mean?
Yeah, he might get caught up with some stuff. I hope not. Oh, it's so sad.
Yeah.
Oh, my concerns lies with Beyonce.
Yes.
This is terrible.
Yes.
I'm just kidding. I care about Jay too. But we're about to get into the next subject. Well, the next segment, which is finish that bar. So we're going to take turns with this one because I don't know.
Okay.
We're going to start it off.
All right.
But I'm not, I'm not sure.
All right.
I know all of them. Let's see.
She want neo soul. This is a roots joint, I know, and I'm definitely not gonna be able to finish, but I can at least do my thought impression. She want neo soul, this hip hop old. She don't want no rock and roll. She want platinum or ice and gold.
Yes.
I know it's the seed, but I don't know. What is it?
It's the seed.
I know, but finish the bar, I thought.
Oh, finish that bar. Oh, yeah.
It ain't named that too.
Oh, it's named that too now?
It is.
Sorry.
That's what we switching it. Bet.
I am crazy.
I'm telling you that.
Y'all, I am crazy. Yes, it's named that too.
Now?
It's named that too. Just forget that. It's named that too. All right, let's get into it. Oh, yeah, it's me. Oh, guys. Oh. Let's, in the speculation, I'm talking to all of y'all. Males shouldn't be jealous. That's a female trait. Was she mad because I push dimes and he sell weight? I gotta buy more. I need to buy a bigger place and more baggies. Why they all Aggie? Yeah.
Respect the game. That should be it. What you eat don't make me ish.
Where's the love? Speaking of,
where's the love? Damn, we spoke him up.
We were just talking about you,
He's
buddy.
like, I know y'all talking about me. I'm about to come mess y'all show up. It's The Rock. That's a terrible Jay impression, but it's the best I can do, man.
It's better than I could do. So,
all right, here we go.
We're gonna go with it.
I like
Shout
this
out to
segment.
Jay-Z.
This is a good segment. Whoa. It drops deep as it does in my breath. I never sleep. Oh, why did I just do that? I never sleep, because sleep is the cousin of death. Beyond the walls of intelligent, life is defined. When I'm in New York, state of mind. New York, state of mind. No, because the first thing I saw was it drops deep as it does in my breath. And I'm like, where is this going? And I'm like, oh, you know what I mean? I wasn't going to throw the pause out because I'm a sophisticated male. You know, I'm not one of them. I wasn't going to be like, pause, but like, it drops deep as it does in my breath. Like, whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa. But no.
Yeah.
New York state of mind.
New York state of mind.
Last one.
All right, let's see. So I dig into my pocket, all my money is spent. I dig deeper, but still coming up with lint. And then he says something like, hold up, this is hold up. Yeah.
Money,
yeah. Do you guys know what it is out there, TV land?
So is it paid in full?
Yeah, paid in full, Rakim. Yep. Yeah. It's crazy because I was going to do another one. I was like, let me not get too deep because this is like difficult to
I wish you had like 20 of them. This is fun. Next time you do this,
I'm going to do it.
Have a bunch. Yeah.
Well, Reeve comes back the next time. We'll do more of these because this was apparently a good one. And I just had the name wrong, apparently, y'all. Go from there. All right, we're going to take a quick break. When we get back, we're going to get into hip-hop beef and a couple other subjects. So you guys stay locked in because you know once you're locked in, ain't no switching up. We'll be right back. Hey, what's up, y'all? It's your girl, Pink Lee from the Ranting Raving Podcast, and today we have a Ranting Raving review to blow your mind. We are talking about the must-try meal from none other than Chef Shiz. You might have seen him on Fox 29, interviewed by Mike Greenrich, where he dropped that Alfredo is his specialty, and after seeing those clips, we knew we had to try it. So we ordered the salmon Alfredo and the shrimp Alfredo, and let me tell you something, we were not disappointed. Let's take a look at that shrimp. I mean, just look at the texture, that perfect sear. Each piece was juicy, seasoned to perfection, and bursting with flavor. The sauce, thick, creamy, but not overwhelming. Super flavorful, and the fresh spinach added a nice, healthy touch. Now the salmon, same story. Juicy, seasoned beautifully, super fresh. Both dishes had us hooked. Oh, and the packaging? Sturdy enough just to handle that delivery. No spills, straight up deliciousness, and the comfort of your home. So you mean to tell me you haven't tried Chef Shiz yet? What are you waiting for? Tap in with him today. The Alfredo, amazing. And that leads me to believe that everything on the menu is top notch. Make sure you guys tap into Chef Shiz. Ranting Raving Reviews has to give it a 10 out of 10. All right, and welcome back, everybody. It's your girl, Pink Lee. I'm still here rocking out with Reeve. And we, again, shout out to Pink Drinks for sponsoring the episode. If you guys would like to purchase a Pink Drink, you can purchase at PINKKDRINKKS. On Instagram, you can hit that order form, shoot me a DM, or you can email me at bookbypinklee@gmail.com. So we have a couple more things we're about to get into. We're going to get into hip-hop beef. So this is a segment where we're going to pick a beef, right? And when we pick the beef, we're going to say who we thought won the beef and why, right? And we have to prove our case here. Okay? You can't just say, because I said so, because they won. Right. No, we need proof because these are some intricate beefs we got here. All right? Some of these beef are 20 years old and still active to this day. All right? All right? You know how 50 Cent is. Y'all know how he is. Oh boy. The boy is petty. He won't let nothing go. So we're going to get into it now. I'm going to let Reeve draw first.
I bet.
I don't even know what it is.
Eminem versus Benzino.
What was I thinking it was that though?
Did you type this up and cut this out and on? You gotta burn this in the fire.
No, this one, the reason why this one is still relevant is because it's still relevant. They literally just had another squabble. So this is one of those ones that's 20 plus years old and still going on. We gotta think about Benzino. Benzino has a daughter who has now had 100 hits she's now made her own way.
Wait, who's his
Coi
daughter?
Leray, right? So he's even beef with his own daughter. So we have to think about Benzino, why do you think you can handle Eminem?
I mean, listen, I'm old enough to remember when he ran the source and was basically determining who got mic. Like he made them give his own album like 4 mics or something like that. I think he's a terrible person. I'm not even a big M guy like that. I love M's like first like 2-3 records. After that,
same,
cool,
same.
But I mean, this guy, I will give him 100% props for the like. I said the other day that the sixth element of hip hop is a total lack of self-awareness and humility. That's the sixth element. You know what I mean? Like you got MCing, DJing, breaking, graffiti, turntablism, whatever.
And ego.
The sixth element is people not being at all self-aware and having no humility. And he's like the poster child for that. I just think that guy he's awful. He's awful. He is. Even if you just erase the records, which were awful. Now I can't front. The last diss he put out was actually pretty funny. I don't think he wrote it, but I forget. I don't. The
recent one,
Benzino's last diss against him.
Yeah.
It was pretty funny.
It was like funny. I feel like his door. I feel like Koi wrote that for him.
Maybe
because she's like funny. She has like a funny pen. She has like a quirky little, like snarky little way of saying things. Yeah. And
my cousin and I were just talking the other day when people that were never that great kind of just pop out of nowhere, sounding like I'm always like, man, you got a writer.
Yep.
You know,
every time
it doesn't happen like that. That man's 60 years old. How you start? You know what I mean?
You just got better.
No, you just got better. But his obsession with M is remarkable. But the fact M keeps responding is remarkable too.
That's what I thought. You know, I thought after the last situation, like a million years ago, he would be done. Mm-hmm. And then I'm thinking like Eminem. I just saw him like walking his daughter down the aisle. Oh, that was so cool to see, right?
Haley J,
especially Haley J, especially her. Mm-hmm. Like, well, I don't think he has any other kids, but especially her because it's like, girl, you know how many songs we heard about you growing up? Like, girl, we watched you grow up, literally. Absolutely. And then for that situation to be, and then the next thing I hear about Eminem is like music that I don't like, and then the next thing I hear about Eminem is he's beefing with Benzino and like paying him in mind.
Oh my goodness!
Like what? I was like, oh, Eminem is crazy.
Just to rewind back, I know this is totally off topic. I just wanted your opinion on this because me and a couple of homies were talking about it the other day. At Eminem's daughter's wedding, he had a nice suit on, but he had on Jordans. What do you feel about sneakers with a suit? I feel like it's so like, man, go get you some. You're a grown man. Go get you some shoes, man. Go get you some brown joints, bro. What you doing? If you gonna do it, go all the way.
Go all the way. I think it depends on the event. So for a wedding, absolutely not. Right. Like I don't think that sneakers. Wedding. Your daughters especially, right?
J's. Come on.
Like I don't care if you think you're like I'm the best hip hop artist ever. I gotta wear Jordans. I don't care. Like no, I don't care. I still think I don't know. I just don't think it's acceptable. But I do feel like there are times where you might go to like a little swanky event downtown and you see like maybe a male has on like what do you call like the just like a suit, maybe like a casual suit, and he's got on the sneaks that kind of like accentuate the suit and everything. I can see it working.
Sure,
I wouldn't necessarily go with the suit either. I would probably go with like the pants or the blazer and rock the sneakers if you're gonna go that route. Right. But a wedding is definitely a no go. Yeah. I feel like there are like
a tie. Like I feel what you saying. You got like the blazer, maybe a t-shirt on. Like, you cool. You got like hat.
Exactly. You on your like. I'm not sure what era that was, but there's an era. But there's an era for that. And it's still cool. Like you can still get away with it. You know what I mean? But if I'm at my wedding and I see you with sneakers, I'm gonna get somebody to put you out.
All right. That was my stance. Yeah. Throw some shoes on.
Yeah. Show a little respect, especially for your daughter. True. Yeah. He just thinks he's the greatest.
He's like, I'm Eminem. I'm not wearing shoes.
I'm a hip hop artist.
I won't wear shoes. I'll give you the blues. You know?
Right. You're gonna lose. Like he gonna go off about it. He gonna give you all the multis you need and then just go off.
Damn,
like
crazy.
Multis be that's a lot for me. Like I can't handle that.
So just go for 10 minutes with
the same one, and then the one. Wait, what was the one where he shot it in black and white? And it was like and everyone kept doing the parodies, like the napkins. Yeah, remember that one? That was like a classic. Yeah, they started getting aggressive when he'd be scared as hell. Like, why are you so aggressive about French fries and napkins? I'm scared.
Napkins.
That's exactly how he sounds. That's exactly how he sounds.
What you got?
All right, let's see. I don't know who I got.
Oh, Eminem. won the beef.
Oh, Eminem.
won
Yeah.
the beef,
I'm sorry if we didn't make that clear. If we didn't make that clear by like our little mini roast of Benzino, Eminem won the beef. And you let us know who you think won the beef. Do you think it? Well,
there's a kid out there that's like really into Benzino.
I'll rephrase the question like this: if you think Benzino won, let us know.
He got a poster Benzino one.
Yeah, he got a Benzino tattoo, T-shirt, the whole nine.
I ain't letting them ride like that.
If you for some reason love Benzino, just let us know, because I just want to let you know that you are the minority, but we still love you, and just let us know though.
You heard that new Benzino?
So we're about to get into our next one, which this is a funny one. This is about to get crazy. It's Drake and Pusha T, y'all. Drake versus Pusha T, and this is a crazy. This to me is the craziest, and I'm gonna tell you why. Not the craziest, but one of the crazier ones, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because we don't know if Pusha T knew because Kanye told him, or he knew from like just knowing in the industry. And I think that makes a difference in how the beef played out, because Kanye obviously was like kind of low-key beefing with Drake too, and obviously took the side of Pusha T. And if he took that side with him and he's beefing with him, then and he's the one who told him the information, that's kind of messed up, because it's like you created the beef by telling him this information, knowing he was already mad at him, knowing he was going to expose it. And then it goes down to, we're not talking about like anything random. We're talking about someone's kid.
Right.
Like, and being a person who has kids who doesn't necessarily post them and like, you know, let everybody just say, hey. Right. Like, I kind of get that, wanting that privacy a little bit too, like not wanting everyone, because people are crazy and people can't get to you, so they try to get to your kids. Anything like that, you just never know, for real.
I agree 100%.
Yeah, so I feel like that's crazy. And then I feel like also Drake mentioning his wife is crazy too. Not as crazy, because he didn't disrespect her, and it's not his kid. I feel like your kid kind of means a little bit more, you know what I mean, to you. But I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I'm trying to think who won the beef. I don't know. What do you think?
So
still let him marinate.
Yeah, I will say that I believe Pusha won, but it's not as landslide of a victory as people think it is. Perception is reality, right? The perception is he won because the story became, oh my God, this dude has a kid that he's been hiding. Yeah. The music, all that became secondary. It's become more about, I mean, and even the last, the Drake and Kendrick beef, there was all these, and I heard you do this at home with your kid, and I heard you beat your wife, and I heard you got another kid, and I heard you did this, and you're the, and so I just feel like if we go in song for song, bar for bar, that's one argument, but you can win now strictly off of the taboo. Yeah. And the exposing people. So that's I think true. Pusha won because the perception is that he won because of the exposing of the kid. People don't even remember, really the songs. Yeah. They remember that part of it. You know, him, talking about, because you're mixed, you never felt black enough. That thing.
And I know that had to hit different, being as though that is something he struggled with.
The album cover with the black face, like, and the white all face. That, like the presentation. Pusha, like, you feel me? He did it. You got a kid you hiding. Yeah. You never felt like you black enough. You look at this picture, you in blackface. Like, that's it. So it don't really matter what you can't really wrap your way out of a lot of things. Man, these days,
that's true. That's when you put it in perspective like that, how he had him like that.
It was masterful.
And then I'm thinking about like the fact that the blackface went viral, but the whiteface didn't.
Wait, he had a whiteface one too?
Yes, he did a whiteface one too, but no one remembers.
How does that even work?
So he literally, like how he did like that, all black. Yeah, how he did all literally blackface, he did all whiteface too. It was something he was experimenting with. He was experimenting with like both sides of his blackness and his whiteness, trying to be fake deep. But the problem became, again, perception, because again, the black one, it's stupid regardless, right? But the black one is the one that went viral, not the white one. I mean, so that's what makes you think everything.
My man is taking some L's, man. And
he has.
I think Pusha won to me.
I'm stuck between them, but I think when you think about, like you said, perception, right? When you think about perception, because a lot of people, if you were already listening to the diss tracks, but I don't even remember the diss tracks that much either. But if you were listening to them,
you remember him, how you found out Drake was a
yeah, that's what I do remember. With a bi-porn star too. That's crazy.
He sounded so evil when he said it too.
He meant it.
You were hiding a child.
He was malicious. He was his brother when he did it.
So mean.
He was his brother when he did it. He was malicious with it. Like, and I get it. I get it, because I mean, yes, if there's another female rapper out there and she come for my man, I'm going crazy.
Sure.
Like, yeah. So, and Drake did mention his fiance, so I can understand. I can get it, but I don't know, not too much. But I guess Pusha T. So
you said if a female rapper mentioned your man, you coming for her?
Yeah, like if she tried to play my man the same way that Drake tried to do, like with his fiance. Oh yeah, like I'm about to get her. Yo, she not rapping no more.
We had a situation on my block the other night. My wife putting her shoes on. My son was like, "You can't fight." She's like, "I don't care, Daddy. You out there?" I was like, "Sit your ass down." But I did. Like, I was like, "That's what's up."
Yeah, like we going. Like we not just letting that slide. I don't care. Females handle things a little differently, but we gonna get it done. And the girl, she won't rap no more. I put it like that. She won't rap no more.
All right, here we go.
All right.
You know what? I'm gonna put this down to the end because we just got done talking about one of these.
Okay.
Guys,
All right.
50 Cent versus Ja Rule.
This is a great beef.
I mean, the masterful thing about it is that people seem to forget that, like, 50 basically came in doing what Ja was already doing, but he just did it more gangster, more better, and he had the street credibility to say that I'm the real thing. I mean, from the do-rag to the not having a shirt on to the singing hooks.
Yep.
He took the man's, masterful. I will say Back Down off of Get Rich or Die Trying is one of the hardest diss tracks ever. How he plays with him on social media to this day.
That's what I love.
My opinion, just because I know we've been going a little long, 50 Cent.
50 Cent? So, yeah, I agree 50 Cent. But I also think that this one is one of those ones that maybe we can't say because the beef is not over, because they're still actively mad. No, they are. They just were literally a couple months ago. They just were going each other's necks. Like, right. I was hearing it on Breakfast Club. That's how I know. Like, and we used to. So for you guys, for the ranting ravers who've been here for a very, very, very long time, you guys remember when we used to report on celebrity news, and I got tired of being in other people's business too much, and that's why we said, "Well, we gonna make a change for the podcast." Sure. It was so annoying doing keeping up with all the celebrity news all the time, but I just know a lot of people's business from that.
For sure.
But yeah, they were having this huge beef again, and they were basically beefing over the fact that who beat up who back in the day.
Oh wow!
So now they're mad because there's like a rumor that 50 got beat up by Ja, and that Ja got beat up by 50 Cent. They was in the hospital. Like, it was just all this craziness, and like now they're like beefing over the rumor. Shit. So that's why I said this beef may never end.
I mean, it's been 23. I saw someone post something the other day. It was a comment under one of 50's posts attacking Ja Rule. He said something like, this beef started when I was 10. I'm 33 now. And I did the math, and yeah,
that's crazy.
Yeah, I'm 33 now, and it's
still beefing.
So I mean,
So if we're gonna say it's finalized, we'll say 50.
50 for now.
For now, he's in the lead because this beef is nowhere. It's not gonna be over until their lives are over. I promise you. As long as they live, they're gonna be. Yeah.
Back to my point before about guys just popping up, sounding incredible after all these years. If Ja pops up with like the illest diss track ever, are you gonna believe he wrote it?
Nope. I'm gonna think his son wrote it. I'm gonna know his son wrote it. His son looked just like him. We gonna have his son in the video pretending like it's him taking us back. Yeah. Telling you, I'm not gonna believe it. Oh, perfect. I was hoping this one made it in here. Lil' Kim versus Nicki Minaj. This is one of my favorite beefs.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I love this beef because you don't know about it.
I remember, but Nicki's, I feel like beef with every female rapper at some point. No.
Oh, that's so sad. Yes, she has. She's become way different. We didn't think she was gonna the girlies. Like, she inspired me.
Sure.
Like both of them did. But I'll say Nicki Minaj. I was listening to her before she really was when she was with
Nikki.
when she was with Dirty Money, like back in you know, in New York and stuff.
Nasty.
And yeah, she was so crazy with it, and it was like, oh, she's rapping like out loud. Oh, I could do this. Like I could rap. Right. So she kind of pushed me to be like to tell people, to tell like to be like, oh yeah, you know I spit, right? Or to be in the studio, like yeah, you know I'm going to studio, right? Like she's the one who kind of like pushed me, I guess, more to do that. So Nicki Minaj, I hate to see where she is now. I really don't like it because she seems very, like you said, like the first thing you said was like, yeah, you know she's beef with everybody.
It's very
so
mean
sad
girl,
to me.
very,
yeah,
like,
she's very mean girl.
Yeah, she's
very mean girl.
She's not somebody that I feel like I would like, you know, want to be around or, not, or would like. You know what I mean? I feel like she would like, you know, really hurt my feelings.
Yeah, she does. She hurts everyone's feelings. She's around every time she goes on the podcast. Every time I see her on the live,
you know what I mean? Like something like that. Like I would just be sitting there like, hi Nicki Minaj. She's like,
She'd be like, you're dumb. You're annoying. You're dang. She really does. No, that's literally her.
So they had records back and forth. I genuinely,
they did.
I'm trying to,
They did. So they had records back and forth. I thought for a while, because this happened like when she did Pink Friday initially. So this is like
2012?
Yeah, or like 10, 11, 12, one of those three. So we're talking back then, and for a while I thought Kim had her. Because Kim had Kim had this one called Black Friday, right? It was so crazy. She had so many. I was like I was in bar heaven. Like it was like, yo, she crazy. I still will play that to this day. Okay, Friday. And just like rock out and love it. And Nicki, she was doing her thing, but overall we can say that Nicki has done more than any other female rapper, right? She sold more than any other female rapper. She's sold out tours, just everything.
Madison Square the other day I saw.
Yeah, she's actually got this tour is the highest female rapper or female high engrossing tour for a female rapper. She's just reached so many levels, and not to say like I really don't like who Nicki is now. I used to really love her. I don't like who she is now. Same with Kim. I don't really like the fact that Kim puts out music from time to time and it's trash, and it's like, let us remember you and your legacy.
Let your legacy be.
Yeah, like let us remember you as, you know, Big Mama thing before Lotto.
Sure.
Like Lotto Big Mama now, but before we had Kim as Big Mama. So it's like let us live in her legacy and her legacy live, rather than you keep putting out songs that aren't really good, and then now people don't really, they're taking away. They're like, oh yeah, we don't want to go back and listen to her old stuff. She trash. Right. Now you're just thought of as trash.
Yeah. That
in general, it can. I feel like it has, because none of her. I constantly see her touring. And I see her. I know your face. His face just got so sad, like legitimate. I just feel bad. I always get passionate when we talk about the rap girlies, but like, I don't know. I feel so bad for them. But I feel like Nicki Minaj won overall.
Okay. So what I'll say is, I'm gonna have to go back and revisit this because it wasn't fresh in my mind. Like I said, I feel like she has beef with pretty much, but for the most part, I think obviously Nicki is incredibly talented, and obviously Kim kicked in a whole wave of empowerment for female MCs, I'll say, because I don't like that female MCs, and especially the term femc. I think that's one of the most offensive things you could ever see. She's a dope femc.
You know what's so crazy? So
You're down with femc? You're not down with femc.
I used to be. No, I used to be. My tagline used to be your favorite femc, and I work hard for my title.
I was your favorite MC. I have a
whole, see, but I feel like hip-hop. it was hip hop. You sound like Boogie beat like hip hop.
Yo, you don't want to just shout that?
He's like, that's hip hop. Yeah, that's hip hop.
Yo, you gotta, like, when you wake up in the morning, if you really a part of this culture, you just gotta be like, hip hop. You know what I mean?
I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try it one day. I'm gonna try after I do my wake up. I'm gonna try. I don't know, but I just I feel like. Yeah, I don't know. But also, you know, one thing about Kim is like this. It's like almost like a child, right? A kid, a mother or a father and their kid, because you have this person and I led the way for you to be able to do whatever you want to do. Sure. And now you exceed anything I could ever think about doing. So it's almost like you laying the foundation. So even though Nicki won, Nicki wouldn't be able to fly without Kim walking.
So yeah.
So it kind of,
it should be a thing of that where like you know, you guys should maybe bury the hatchet and just,
I wish they would, and I know they won't though.
They
Nikki is like, she's like a biatch, and she's not letting that go down. She like, I feel like Kim would even want to. Kim is older, she's more mature. She
probably not even thinking
like Nicki Minaj, and then Nikki, like, we really have to think like, you have a core fan base, and your core fan base is always going to rock out with you, but you have so many other issues for you to be so mean to people.
Yeah, I mean,
like the husband alone.
Not only will her core fan base rock with her forever, they will literally try to murder you.
Yeah,
if you talk bad about her.
No, that's just fact.
They will like come for you and destroy your life. Yeah,
yeah.
Her fans are dedicated like that. So.
Yeah, they are. Yeah. And they are. We've seen people like she has a bunch of lawsuits right now for people. Yeah.
All right. This is the one. This is the granddaddy of them all. Jay-Z versus Nas.
Woo! That's the last one too, because that's the best one. That's the best one.
No, we got one more after that.
Oh, we do.
We got one more after that.
Oh, we didn't. Okay.
Nas won.
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 Like,
Ether.
No. Ether. Right.
Ether. And then there was the last real N-word alive. There was a bunch of them. Jay, Takeover was great, but I'm biased, and I'll admit that off rip. The Man on Your Shirt is my favorite. That's the reason I do this.
Really, favorite ever of all time?
The GOAT.
That's
to
lit.
Me. The GOAT
That's lit. That's lit.
The GOAT to me, and
so it's nothing against like Jay-Z, right? It's just that you're just for
Jay's. Look, it's one of those things where it's really going to come down to your bias. I don't care what anybody says.
Yeah.
You can't sit there and tell me that Ether isn't as dope as Takeover or Takeover isn't as. They're both great songs. If those are the two we're basing the battle around.
Yeah.
But when that thing dropped and the context of it all, Nas's mom was dying. He was dealing with lawsuits.
Yeah.
And they like sneak attack. And they had the whole rock. People forget. Free, Beans, they was dropping freestyle. And it was just him.
Oh, yeah.
Just him. I mean, he had the Bravehearts, but...
Who are they?
The camera.
I don't hardly heard Uchi Wally. Yeah.
First State Prop and the Rock.
Yeah.
I mean, that's my hero. I'm not gonna ever say that he lost that battle. He won.
Yeah. All right.
And I know you said you can't just say it because I said so, but I'm saying.
Well, no, you have reason.
From what songs I would listen to now today, like the Takeover just feels like a little petty. Whereas Ether is a response to like a monster record, and he didn't fail. You know what I mean?
So I feel like you gave enough reason to why, and I also feel like because he's your GOAT. Like Jay-Z is my GOAT. Like I may not know every song, every word to every song. I know a lot of them. I know a lot of words, but I feel like to me he's the best. He's my favorite.
Sure.
Like if I
believe he won.
I mean, if I'm going by bias, yes. If I'm going by facts, maybe not. I don't know all the facts.
I'll agree with you right there.
Yeah, like I don't know all the facts, so maybe it's up for interpretation. But I know from, like you said, if you're gonna choose, you're only gonna choose from a bias. I'll say Jay-Z just because I love Jay-Z, but I also think that I was introduced to hip hop later on, kind of. So Jay-Z was like probably the first rapper that I ever heard in my life. So that has an effect on things too, you know.
And I mean, let's be honest. I mean, he's way bigger than Nas on a global scale of things. If you look at Nas, has closed that gap a little bit over the years, but Jay is like he's.
But Nas did it his way.
He did it his way, and I think that's why.
Yeah, that's why it matters a little bit more. He did it his way, and he's very comfortable, like where he's at, and he secures himself as a man, as an artist. So I feel like, really, he may have won overall, just generally, because right now Jay-Z is about to get caught up in all this Diddy stuff.
I think so.
I just feel like his name is going to pop up
between the two of them. Who's going to pop up?
You know what I mean?
But I do think he, if we talking about winning, he got her. So.
Yeah, you know I mean he does, but then
which is crazy to me to this day. But
yeah, that's it. Well, I ain't go not too much on Beyonce. I'm not gonna go there, but there's rumors that he was, that he was older and she was a lot younger. I don't know though.
Right, yeah.
I'm waiting for all this to play out. Waiting for all to play it out.
Last one.
Yeah, I'm gonna get the last one. Kendrick versus Drake. Kendrick versus Drake. I mean, we obviously know, this is so sad, but Kendrick won. Kendrick won in so many ways, and Kendrick just won because he's performing at Super Bowl. I think that's the biggest W.
I remember there was this kid in my neighborhood who was he was going to I want to say St. Joe's, maybe Temple. I mean, he wasn't going to Duke, but he was a ball player. He was going to, and I remember being at the court one day, and I got like 4 in a row or something like that. He was, guarding. I'm like, yeah.
Talking crap.
And dude was like, huh. Oh, okay. And then he just proceeded to,
oh my God.
Bang, pause. But he's like showing everyone like, oh no, I'm a D1 basketball player.
Yeah.
You guys, you know what I mean? You got lucky for a second, kid. Mm-hmm. I feel like there was a moment there where I was like, oh wow, Drake going at this ball kind of hard. Oh wow, like
he was.
And then Kendrick would come back and I'm like, oh damn, oh wow. But then the knockout came. The knockout.
And the knockout came.
The knockout is so severe that like he can't. There's nowhere he can go to escape it. It's on TV. It's in my kid. I'm a huge Kendrick fan. I've been to see him every time he comes to Philly. Like I love Kendrick. My son, he's 10 years old. He's not really able to comprehend a lot of that stuff. You know what I mean? Maybe be humble his hits.
Yeah.
But that not like us. All his teammates at football practice. It's a wrap. Bro.
Yeah, my son sings it too. I think everybody's kids
is this the first like hit #1 record that's a diss record? Because I feel like it might be.
No, back to back was Drake. Back to back.
Now, no, I feel you. But back to back versus Meek.
Yeah,
do you have that in
back to
there?
back.
Oh no. It's just,
no. Back to back. Yeah, I feel like that was definitely that broke records that year.
Really?
And Summer 16.
But
Summer 16.
I mean,
yeah.
Not like us. It's like #1 record in the nation.
That's how back to back was.
#1.
Back to back was #1 for like a month or something. Like it was something crazy. Because Meek didn't come hard enough. Meek could have. Actually, I like 4 a.m. in Toronto or whatever.
I don't even remember his response.
His responses didn't do well. Yeah, his responses didn't do well. No. Like they didn't do well, but they weren't like terrible. And I liked them. They just didn't do well. But Drake, that was because Drake was such a super commercial artist that he just made it pop. Like I feel like any song that comes with a dance or a dance that you can easily do, like that, they not like us. Yeah, everybody's doing the same little bop. Like the Summer 16 was like this sort of emotion. The back to back was back to back. Like if there's like a motion you can easily do with it, you can groove. It's gonna pop. Yeah. Like it's going to, and I feel like that's what happened. That's a jewel.
I'm gonna keep that.
Yeah, if you think about it, anything that you can do that to, like a simple 1-2 or a quick step.
I'm gonna kill you.
Pew pew, it's a 22.
Pew pew pew, do the pew pew, do the pew pew.
So you know how he coming.
You know how he coming.
Well, Reeve, I thank you so much for tuning or coming in. We gotta pick
the struggle.
Oh, we're gonna pick a struggle. Yeah, you pick your struggle. Go ahead, you pick your struggle first.
Okay, so wait, how does this work? I pick one, you pick one, and then what? We decide whether. Or
not? We know. Both your options are gonna be on the card. You'll read it out.
All right,
see which one you pick.
I love ending the podcast like this, and thank you for having me. This was awesome.
Of course, thank you for coming.
You gonna drink this one too? Or no? Can I take this one?
Yeah, I'm gonna drink it.
Oh gosh.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna drink it.
Well, we going to the bar anyway. I mean,
y'all about to get wasted.
go to this open mic. I might get on the mic at the open mic tonight.
Yeah, you should.
But I'm a preach to the
what
crowd.
Open mic?
What
is
are y'all
it?
even doing here on Wednesday?
What open mic is it?
Why are you? Shout out to my homie Mike Voss. It's at the
the L Bar, right?
Every night.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Every Wednesday. I shouldn't say every night. Oh, I lost it. I'm sorry.
Hold on, I'll be able to tell you what it is.
Oh, you glad? Oh shit! I see it too. Sorry.
Here, no, pick this one.
Just take this one. Mm-hmm. All right. I really wanted to see that one. Right.
It wasn't better than this one. This was the best.
So, would you rather be in jail for selling drugs or out on the street hooked on drugs, and why? Ooh. Sheesh. Would you rather be in jail for selling drugs or out on the streets hooked on drugs? Wow.
That's such a hard question.
How did you think of this? What did you took something?
No, you know what it is?
You was floating.
I watch. Well, yeah, I be smoking about those stuff. But I watch a lot of like podcasts. I watch TikTok a lot, and I get a lot of inspiration from those scenarios, whether they be fake or real. And I take them and I kind of form different things around them. Sure. And I just like intake a lot of similar things that are similar to what I do, to be able to try to like form questions. Sometimes I take them, or sometimes I just form them around.
I mean, I know this is I mean, listen, they're both hell on earth, but I probably would be in jail because I've seen, seeing someone. I have neighbors, dipped out. I would be a destruction to my family. At least in there, I can lift weights, read, get my education on.
Yeah,
being on drugs in the street, especially now in Philly, like, and deaf to all y'all podcasters and all that like to expose that type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? I think that it's cute to go to Kensington, and you know what I mean. It's not. It's disgusting. It's sad, and I pray for those people. I couldn't imagine my folks not knowing where I'm at every night. At least they know I'm in that joint.
Yeah, that's true. That's a good point that no one's brought up yet.
They know where I'm at. Like the hell that obviously brothers being in prison and away from me, that's hell. But at least they know I'm somewhere that they can reach out to me. When you in the streets out there, my children, my wife, like nobody knowing where I'm at on nights, or coming home and breaking into cribs and stealing no jail.
Yeah,
I know that sounds crazy, but
no, I mean, given the circumstances,
you're free, but you might be in more of a prison than actual prison.
Yeah, I think you are. I think when you are on the streets, you're definitely in more of a jail. Like you can't, unless someone physically removes you from everything, you're kind of definitely stuck in there. No, I'm gonna read the question because I know. Oh, you have it. I reckon I remembered it, but it's would you rather 10 million today with a 15-year increase on your age, or go back to the age of 5 with all of your knowledge you have now, and why?
I mean, give me the money right now. I'm cool on all that.
Yeah, you don't want to go back?
Just give it to me right now.
And chance it?
Nah.
You're the first person to say this, so I'm excited. I love getting the opposite perspective.
Because I just, life as a shorty shouldn't be so rough. You know what I mean? There's a lot of things that, even with all my knowledge, I wouldn't have been able to avoid. Family members and, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
People, my stepfather. Like, I don't know if am I able at 5 to tell my mom, don't marry this dude?
Yeah, like you can say it, but who believes you?
Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
right.
I see what's about to happen.
Yeah.
How our life's going to be for the next 7-8 years of emotional, sometimes physical abuse.
Yeah.
Am I able to sway that? And I don't think at 5 I'm able to. So it doesn't matter what I know then. I would still have to go through so much of the stuff that my kids wouldn't be here. Like, nah, just give me the money now.
Yeah.
Plus, I'm greedy, man. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
you just want to give it to me now. Give me that 10 million.
Yeah. So what I would be, I'm 42 now, so I would be 57.
Yeah.
That kind of sucks, but yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I like your reasoning. Because that's I've asked this just a few times, like certain questions I like to ask, like to bring them back because they're so deep.
And say
and no, but I understand it because I think the opposite. Like for me, I feel like I could make more than 10 million if I know what I know at 5. Like I just different, but it's everyone's environment and upbringing was different. Right. Like my childhood, like anything that was hard in my life for the most part, I kind of made it hard myself. Like my parents were angels, perfect. You know what I mean?
Now that with that understanding, then of course I would go back to 5.
Right.
You know
it's like 5. Okay, so I'm going to learn
if you
more.
Ask my children that, they would say, sure, I'll go
exactly,
back to 5. You know what I'm saying? But me, nah.
But I like that perspective because it shows that it really depends on your upbringing. It really depends on like just everyone's perspective is different based off their experience in life and their journey. Yeah. So I do appreciate that perspective just being different. And like, there's other people who probably feel that way as well. And you saying is like, okay, like
I'll say like, if you said 15, 16, when I was, you know what I mean?
A little older,
then I'll go back. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that would be a perfect age to come back with all the knowledge. Actually, 16, I'm
out of here. I'm out of here. Yeah.
Well, thank you. You guys let us know in the comments.
These things called cell phones, y'all. They going pop.
We about to make
right
up
to the market, right? You know what I mean?
That's a fact. Thank you so much, REEF, for coming on the podcast today. Is there anything you want to leave the people with?
No, thank you so much for having me. This was the most fun I've had doing an interview, possibly ever. Because most of the time it's like, tell us about when you wrote this song. What did you think?
I know.
Were you crying? No. This was awesome. Have me on again, and let's do this all the time.
Yes, no, I appreciate it. I really will. I think that we try to do it a little differently here, and I love when people appreciate the uniqueness of it all. But you guys, thank you guys for tuning in with us. We had another great episode. Make sure you guys are subscribed to Stereotype Radio on YouTube, and also following Stereotype Radio on Instagram, as well as the Ranting Raving Podcast and Hi Pinkly at HIPINKKLEE. Shout out to our sponsor, Pink Drinks, and also make sure you guys are staying, put the notification bell on so that way you can get updated on when new episodes drop or when we have clips drop, and we have giveaways or reviews, because we're starting to do more and more reviews now. So you guys just stay tuned in and make sure you stay locked in, because once you locked in, ain't no switching up. We'll be right back. Well, I'll see you next week.
We'll be right back. We'll be right back.
One
or two. Yeah, I mean.